Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly reading for March 2026. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker. I love doing monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as some other fun content over on TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into your reading. Keep in mind this is a general collective message, so whatever comes up, comes up. Also, please don't ever try to force a reading you see on the internet to fit your personal life situations. If it's not resonating, probably a message for another Libra out there. Please take what resonates. Leave the rest behind. All right. Spiritual team, Legendary Ladies Goddess deck. What messages do you have for the Libra collective for March 2026? What messages do you have for the Libra collective for March 2026? What do we got? What do we got? We have, I always butcher this one, Cradlad. Greylad. I can't tell if that's a G or a C at the beginning. Greylad. It says self-care at the bottom. And at the bottom of the deck we have Hina, and it says courage. Okay, I like it. I'm gonna read from the guidebook just because I don't have all of these cards memorized. And I wanna make sure that I'm getting all the messages you guys need to hear. So we're not missing anything. Okay, so this is a C. So Cradlad. It's time to take care of yourself. Welsh goddess of flowers and spring, Cradlad is guiding you to fill your own well and tend to your own garden because the time to bloom is coming very soon. I love this. It feels like a fresh start. What is it? The farmer's almanac, the farmer's calendar year actually starts in the spring with Aries season. So it feels like spring, so maybe end of March with Aries season beginning. There's kind of like this reinvention or reawakening, kind of like a rising from the dead, if you will, or rising from the ashes. It's very Scorpio. I kind of dig it. I feel like there's a fresh start, a new beginning coming for you guys this month. Let's get into Hina and see what message she has for you. Excuse me. All right, let's get it. Hina. When the moon goddess Hina appears, it means it's time for a change. She supports you through all transitions in your life, so take heart as you prepare for things to shift. I love that. This is a change represented by the moon because the moon is always changing phases, right? It's never just like, oh, now the moon's full and it's full for the next 3 years. It's like there's always this change and ebb and flow and kind of tuning into the time and to the natural energy of things. We have spring represented by Cradlad. Obviously, we go through seasonal changes every single year. So it feels like this is kind of an annual change. This is an annual reawakening, a rebirth for you guys. And it feels very natural. And I really, really love this. Okay, so definitely get into that flow state of being one with nature because it definitely feels connected to natural progression and growth cycles, if you will. But let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what comes up for you guys. I feel like this is going to be a really good season for you. All right, spiritual team, erotic fantasy tarot. What messages do you have for the Libra collective for March 2026? What messages do you have for the Libra collective for March 2026? Yes, by the way, you did hear me correctly. I said erotic fantasy tarot, which means that the art in this deck is spicy. It's kinky. So I can't show you every single card. Okay, so just if you see me struggling with it's probably because I'm like, oh, I just realized I can't show you this card because this person is naked or doing something spicy. All right. With that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at what cards have come out for you. So at the top of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. We have the King of Swords. We have the Fool, Judgment, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Ooh-wee. I already kind of have a feeling of where that's going. But let's take a look at the bottom of the deck because this is the energy that I feel like you're coming into March with and things that you've already kind of experienced up until this point. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Emperor in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, Nine of Wands. Okay. I feel like up until this point, you guys have been kind of at your wit's end. You've been holding on by a thread in some area of life, okay? Especially with the Emperor in reverse, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Nine of Wands. I think I can show all these. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay, they were good. So it's definitely giving like, the world has been throwing a lot at you guys, and you may not have handled everything perfectly the way that maybe you should have. Maybe hindsight is 2020. You could have done things some things better. That's fine. But you guys have been holding on for dear life. Like everything life has thrown at you, you're like, I may not be handling this well, but damn it, I'm still here. Kind of the vibe, right? So there may have also been a little bit of a crash out, I'm hearing or feeling with this Emperor card in reverse. There could have been a little bit of a crash out at some point for you guys, okay? This could be related to career. This could be related to relationships. This could be related to family. It could be anything. Just take what I say as just an example in terms of like giving specifics and details. Like I'm gonna get into story time here. So just again, take the core of what I'm saying and apply it to your own personal life here. But I just feel like for some of you, there may have been a lack of support or like support or recognition for the things that you do. Okay, I'm actually thinking of a very specific Libra in my life right now where this message really fits. Let's get into examples here. Okay, so you were really looking forward to getting a promotion in your career. You've been working towards this for years, okay? And something happens basically to throw a monkey wrench in that plan that you've been working on for years. I mean, I would crash out. I would crash out. I think rightfully so, right? So you have a lot of back and forth. You have a lot of red tape. You have a lot of people basically, whether intentionally or unintentionally, doing things to prevent you from getting what you've been working so hard for all these years. And it feels like, I don't know, maybe this was a team, a job, a whatever company that you normally got along well with. Like you got along with everybody there for the most part. You know, not everything is perfect. Not every team is perfect. Oh, I can't show that. Sorry, there's naked ladies. Ah, see? This deck is going to be really hard to work with this month. I'm going to have to really check myself. That Three of Cups in reverse, excuse me. It feels like maybe you guys just weren't getting the support from people that you thought you would get support from in this moment. And that really is like kind of like the last straw that broke the camel's back for you. You're like, you know what? I think I'm going to head out. And generally speaking, it feels like you are only showing up to do the job that you have been paid to do up until this point. There's no extra effort. You're like, you guys have, in a way, kind of broken me. We haven't gotten to the 10 of Wands yet, but the 9 of Wands definitely talks about like, you got one more time, friend. You got one more thing to say before I burn all of this shit to the ground, or I just let everything fall through the cracks, kind of a thing. I will say, even through all of this, I mean, you guys are keeping your composure. The crash out, I will say, when a Libra crashes out, it's kind of classy. Like, they just really know how to navigate that without, like, really burning everything to the ground, but a Libra will burn everything to the ground. They're just going to do it in a way where you least expect it. You're not going to see it coming, right? So I feel like you guys are really maintaining your composure. You're really maintaining your composure, and I feel like you're just like, I'm biding my time. I'm biding my time. And so that's coming into the month of March. Now let's see what March has in store for you guys. This is going to be a little bit of a longer one. I feel like I spent a lot of time on the bottom of the deck. Let's get to the top of the deck. This is what I see happening for you guys in the month of March, or at least actions you guys should be taking. I definitely see you guys potentially moving on, moving forward, going somewhere new. Some of you guys could be leaving this job. We got the King of Swords and the Fool card. Master Strategist. You're taking your expertise, your knowledge, and you're taking it somewhere else. You're taking it where you're potentially gonna be appreciated, okay? And I feel like, again, I mean, it hurts here with the Three of Swords. It hurts you to do this because there's a lot of great things that came out of this company or working in this role that you're really gonna miss. And honestly, the betrayal or everything that happened, everything that transpired still stings. It still stings. There's still a little bit of resentment. There's still a little bitterness into this thing, and it probably might stick with you for a little bit. Let's just be real, okay? The Libras might not show it, but it's gonna stick with you for a while, I feel. Okay, but what I will say is the revenge, the pettiness, it comes out here in this Judgment card and the Two of Cups in reverse. It feels like this is you saying goodbye, and this is the wake-up call to whoever it is you're leaving behind and saying, wow, we really lost a good one with Libra. We really fucked this up big time. Yeah, you did. And now you're gonna be reaping the bullshit that comes after Libra leaving you behind. And I do have a strong feeling that it's not going to be pretty for the people you leave behind. I feel like it could just be a hot mess express, a dumpster fire. Things fall apart. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I would not be surprised because we have a Mercury retrograde at the end of February into middle of March. It ends around March 20th, I believe. I wouldn't be surprised if you get a call from your previous employer asking you to come back before the end of Mercury retrograde. That's what I feel with this. Like, they're gonna be like, oh shit, we need Libra back. What can we do? What can we say to get Libra back? And I feel like Libra, like, that's up to you, but I feel like good riddance. You know what I mean? Like, why go backwards? Why go back to the bullshit? It feels like this was meant for you. This was meant to happen so you can move on into your next chapter. Listen, that's what I'm seeing, Libras. Let's close out your reading with one final oracle deck and just get some final messages for you guys. Spiritual team, daily crystal inspiration. What final messages do you have for the Libra collective for March 2026? What messages do you have for the Libra collective for March 2026? Tourmalinated quartz, get out of your own way. Okay, and that's for those of you that maybe have been trying to hold on maybe to the situation and going back and forth of like, should I stay? Should I go? I feel like if you're trying to hold on to this for longer than need be, it's gonna prevent your blessings, your next chapter. It's gonna block that. So I would say, like, if you feel called to move on and let this go and you're going back and forth, this is your sign. All right, Celestite, soothe your soul. Yeah, it's time to go somewhere where you're appreciated, where you're not as stressed, where you're not as, you know, in a turbulent situation where you feel the need to crash out or where you feel anger, resentment, or bitterness towards people in the situation, okay? And finally, at the bottom of the deck, we have blue lace agate. Find your calm, find your peace, make your peace with it, really, is what I'm hearing from that, is like, you gotta make your peace with this and you gotta figure out what's best for you. In the long run, you gotta do what's best for you. All right, Libras, that's what I'm seeing. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future, and maybe share this with another Libra if you feel like they need to hear this message. If you want to see more content from me, I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. My handles are below in the description box. And you can also DM me on those two platforms if you want to schedule a personal reading with me, at least until my website is up and running. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I hope to see you guys at the next reading. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Bye.